Yo, what's up? I'm John Ho, aka Easily Distracted. This is a video about beat matching, the fundamentals of DJing. So let's get into the video. So very simply put, there are 4 beats in 1 bar and 8 bars in 1 phrase. Majority of house music is made up in phrases, 32 beat loops, which basically just build and build and build and build and build. I'll go through one track and show you a 32 beat section, 1 phrase, counting out the beats as we go. So it'll be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. And as you can see, at the end of every phrase, at the end of every 32 beat section, when it comes around back onto the first beat again, there's a change in music. So I'll run through that once more, and what you'll hear the first time is cymbals and a shaker kicking, and then on the second phase you get that extra heavy kick drum and a little bit of a bass line. Okay, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Effectively, what we're trying to do when we're beat matching is synchronize the speed and the correct positioning of 2 phrases from 2 separate tracks. So we bring in the new beats of the new track and match them beat per beat so that they go boom, 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 boom together, kind of like they're married. So seeing this as a waveform like you'd get on Tractor, Serato or Record Box. So these sound waves show how the music is made up. Every little spike is basically a kick as a beat. You know, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So between every single red arrow, this is basically a bar. The 2 records are matched at the same speeds. Speed is calculated in beats per minute, so that's how many beats in 60 seconds they will hit on every single beat together, and they will sound like they're married. They will go boom, 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 boom together like that. So without any sound going, you can see that when they're matched in the same speed, 123 beats per second, they are completely synced and they don't move, they don't waver. This means that when the 2 songs are played out loud together, they will sound like one. And that's basically the whole aim. Make it sound like it's one song instead of 2, which basically keeps the energy on the floor. I've adjusted the BPM by 3 beats per minute. This doesn't sound like a lot, and it might actually not look like a lot, but it is a lot, and it will sound like it. I'll show you first time round so you can see that the beats are drifting. See slowly as they start to drift off course. So I've set both these tunes up at the same BPM. What I'm going to do now is play them through. First track, the top track, is set as a 32 beat loop. The second one I'm going to mix in. Basically what we're showing here is that when they're in the same BPM, they sound really good. And then what I'll do is I'll adjust this BPM for the bottom track by 1 beat per minute, and you'll see how quickly it falls out and sounds messy. So they sound nice and synced. That's exactly how you want it, perfect. And now what I'll do is I'll increase it by 1 BPM to 127 and listen to how quickly it sounds shit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you quickly how to keep it in time using the jog wheel. So the beats are going to fall out pretty quick, and then I'm going to use the jog wheel to keep it in time. So what I'm doing, so I'll let it roll out for a little bit so it sounds crap, and then push it in with my finger. Obviously this would be extremely tiring, so what we need to do is adjust the pitch fade a bit slower. That's sounding a bit better. A little bit too slow, a little bit too fast even. There we go. That's in there pretty well. Fine adjustments if you want it. So I'm going to do this mix. So basically we're listening for the elements of the tune. We're listening for the tunes to basically phase. That's the correct word. So they marry, they phase, they sound like one. You do that by getting the correct speed as close as you possibly can. That's my shit flying off because of the wind. You get it married as close as you can by making adjustments to the jog wheel, big adjustments, pitch slider, and then once you get it very, very close, then you make tiny, tiny, tiny little adjustments. Out, so it's not bad. I don't care. B.P.M, I ain't allowed over there. I don't care. I don't care. B.P.M, I ain't allowed over there. I don't care. I don't care. B.P.M, I ain't allowed over there.
beat, I ain't allowed over there. I don't care.
So there you have it. That is a quick mix. Main thing to do first is get that BPM right. Get it close as you can. If you're not going to use a loop and you're just going to chuck it in there straight away, let it play for like 2 phases, because generally there's not the tune itself is not that complex, so you basically just going to have a beat and maybe a noise or an instrument, so that helps with like referencing. Get your speed as close as you can, then restart it again and fine tune it. If you've got the option to use a loop, I would use a loop, because that means that you don't have to take it off and then chuck it in again. When you feel like it's time to actually release the tune and let it play out, all you have to do is hit the out button or the auto beat loop stop button, and it will just continue on, so it'll be nice and smooth. And that's what a lot of it's about. It's about getting things that sound like they're one, so there's no clashing, there's no sort of drops in energy, everything's banging together. It's all about energy and keeping things nice and smooth. It comes with practice, it comes with experience. It took me 3 years to learn how to beat match. Ages, really. That's a long time. That's persistence for you. With all the technology, all the YouTube videos that are out nowadays, you should be able to do it well within a year, if not 6 months. And if you're not dedicated enough to do it for that long, then maybe you should look at doing something else like badminton or something like that. So get stuck in, get practicing, make it work.